about to get serious here!
There's no winning when it gets to me now.
Alright everyone, JB here, and we're back with another Dragon Ball Let's Reveal on the channel today. Now today, we're going to be doing another one of our crystal guides. It's been about almost 2 weeks since we last did one, since, you know, Legends is sort of in the midst of a dry period, while also, you know, giving us this new campaign, or technically 2 campaigns. So I'm going to be helping you guys get some crystals. If you're able to do everything in this video, I would say you're going to be able to get up to about 5k, but if you've done some of these things, it's going to be a little under that. So I do want to keep in mind, you know, I am going to be making basically a pre-beginner's guide, or a anniversary beginner's guide shortly after this one. So for those who's joining the channel, who's new and who's asking how to do this, how to do that, I'm going to discuss everything in that video. And also, if you know, just for the context of this video, everything you're not going to be able to claim right away. Some things are going to take a week, 2 weeks, etc. Right? Do keep in mind, if you've done some of these things already, it's okay. You know, this is me mentioning it for pretty much everyone who has not done it, so that way nothing gets, you know, confused and everything's cleared up. But as always, if you're new around here, leave a like on the video and consider joining the channel. It's very much appreciated. Now, first things first, over our login bonuses and then some of the stuff that got reset and, you know, that's new, but we didn't really get anything new. So we look at, like, let's say our dailies. So you log in every day for a week, that's a total of 70 crystals. And then we have the weekend login bonus, which last time that I did a crystal guide, it was a special bonus, but this weekend it's just a regular weekend, so it's going to be only 100. And I also want to mention something ahead of time. So it's not in the gift box just yet, but we did get basically on Twitter where they had like the retweet campaign. So we basically got, you know, the goal for it, and we're gonna get 100 crystals, some erasers, and some other stuff. So it's gonna be in your gift box pretty soon, so just be on the lookout for that, probably sometime later down this week. So we're sitting at 270. And first things first, I went over to Tournament Power. You know, this just got reset, and you see your boys back in the Z League after being demoted. Now when everyone mentions, you know, we don't see, you know, the 1500 crystals that you're getting from Tournament Power, it's just you're not in the Z League. And I mention this every single time. I'll keep mentioning it until people start actually listening, because you get 300 from the final boss, and majority of your rewards are coming from the rank system. So if you go over the season details, you're going to get it from like the points and then the ranking rewards. If you're getting in the top 25% at the bare minimum, that's 1,000 crystals. So you're getting 300 from the, you know, the final boss, 100 from this, and then 100 from the missions. That adds up to 1,500 crystals. So, you know, a couple times I've seen it, people comment about it, and, you know, I just want to clear it up, you know. So when we go back over here, we do also have something that got updated or new. So we do have the new Zenkai for my boy Fiku. He, you know, I don't know exactly how good he is, but with this, typically we get about 300 now, opposed to it being 700 before, which it sucks, but you get other rewards alongside it, so it's kind of worth it. So we're sitting at about 2,070 crystals. Now we're gonna hop over here to the missions. Now, if anyone's, you know, if anyone comments about, you know, like the new medals that we got, and also like, let's say like the tickets and all this stuff that's for the 100 million campaign, I am going to do a separate video for that. I don't want to put everything into one video, so it's easier for everyone to understand. So first things first, with the mission plan, like we always do, this got reset it for me a couple days ago, so it should be reset for some of you already. It's 500 for my free-to-play side. All right, and then when we look over at the daily stamp, now the daily stamp, same thing, you know, it's the same end result whichever path you're on. It's 500 per week, basically 1,000 over 2 weeks. Now I'm going to include 1,000 for just for the benefit of if you're watching this video, you're either trying to get crystals quickly or you're actually saving just like me. So we're gonna include 1,000 this time for this video. We're gonna sit at 3,570. Now when we look over here, it's not really much going on. We got adventures. I believe it's only 50. And these are like the little key things I'm talking about right here. They have something called small key and then large key. So I am gonna, go over that all in one video with the medals and that. But it is 50 crystals from the adventures, not a whole lot, but might as well include it, right? So when we look at other stuff, let's say, I believe PvP got reset as well. I have not been playing as much. If you've been watching for a minute now, you'll know your boy been working. They working me hard, but hey, your boy getting that money and I love it. But I always try to include the top 10k. I always say top 10k because if you build yourself a solid team, even if you're not great at PvP, if you're practice or you can watch a tutorial about it. There's plenty of tutorials out there. You can watch that, just practice, get a hang of it. Play the treasure battle if you need to before you go into ranked matches. That's what I would do. That's kind of how I used to, but sometimes, most of the time, I just go straight into PvP. So don't be like me. But you're getting 800 from that, and then you're also going to be getting 200. I say 200 if you're at least in the top 20. I don't want to put like the top 3 or the #1 spot because everyone's in different groups. Everyone's group isn't the same. But that is 1,300 crystals in total because if you hop over to the shop, we are going to be having basically, a special PvP season with a shop. Every time this comes out, it's 300 extra crystals. So it's always a nice bonus. And I think they had it for the last PvP shop that we just had. So that's a W. That's an absolute W. Besides that, right? I'm gonna include like maybe a bonus. Let's say like the Let's Fight. I mentioned this in the last guide, but for those who might be new and haven't seen this, whenever you do this, let's say you got like a friendship rank 1 or 2 level on your character. Those are characters you want to focus on first. And if you're doing this on a weekly basis, it's going to be about 200 crystals in total. If you're doing it every day, it's 3 times a day. I've already done mine. That's why you don't see it at the top. But it is about 200 crystals. And then there's one more thing I kind of want to mention that hasn't dropped just yet in the game. For those who are just reading the screen and aren't actually listening to what I'm saying, I advise you to listen, because some people ask me the same questions that I mentioned in the videos. Now, it's not in the news yet, but we're all going to be having a battle royale. We get at least 1 every season. Sometimes we get 2. Depending if it's a longer season. So therefore, for those saying, oh, what about this and what about that? I said it. As long as you're listening and you're actually watching the video, it shows to me that you're actually watching. There's no problems. But yeah, it's 300 crystals. It's not in the news just yet. Because the PvP just got reset. They normally wait a couple days before they announce the battle royale, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be tied towards the Saiyan Saga, pretty much, because that's the campaign that's going on. But besides that, if you add that 300, you're looking at a little bit short of 5,500 crystals. At the end of the day, if you're like me, you don't have most of these things done, there you go. Anniversary is right around the corner. It's literally next month, which is why I'm trying to push out all these guides, all these beginner guides, so that way, for those who are still kind of confused, if you're just joining the game or returning, hopefully those guys can help you. But as always, it's going to be it for today. As always, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.